2024 is a year of balancing, a year of responsibility, a year of religious extremism, and a year of tribal conflict. Me born to farm. Tibili bi ya bibi sipa na refer to wadwum ze Jnana kan. 2024 is a year of balancing, a year of responsibility, a year of religious extremism, a year of tribal conflict. That is 2024 for you, in brief. It means that this year, people will be forced to balance their life. And if they refuse to balance their life, they will go through hard, difficult situations. This year, people will be forced to become responsible for whatever action they perform. This year, because number 8, a stand for religious zealotism. Number 8. So people will be forced to do things to please their religion. People will be forced to do things to please their tribes. So religious extremism and tribal conflict this year will be in abundance everywhere in the whole world. Now, see, when I was just meditating, I got some few points, especially about religious extremism, and I wanted to find out, say, which are the places that, yes, some of these things. I'm going to give you some names. Specific names by BBC. And this year, 2024, religious extremism, it is going to change the dimension of how all presidents and leaders think. I feel a year, many new things have been seen by the administration. Because of this, religious extremism and tribal conflict. So I have about 140 something. Let me see how many. 141 different kind of predictions. So the way I'm here this year, no, I wanted to be very detailed. Last year, I gave only 27. Not enough. Because we are saying say daily dose. So I decided, say, may be first. I will say something. Remember, be general, like general, we are singing no saying a becono. We are not matetso. Me free general, but I'm a normal focus. The mamono. My general, I'm about my career, I'm about relationship, my about way like that. So me like global together in a way. Me we are specific about USA. What do we expect to happen in US? Nama briefly in about see I say. We want to see. What do you expect in Canada? Nama briefly we want to what will happen in Africa? What will happen in the Middle East, Asia, Australia, like that? Point. Say the very easy for you to get. So now let us go through it. Because 141. So I'm thinking it's a bit mind to be a part 1, part 2. Until they be a part 2 now. When you say I part 1, that. Now we have part 1, so that when you say you have to go there and watch the part 2. So the total glimpse of the whole thing. So number 1 of what the star says, you be within the year 2024, and it said there will be continuous, dangerous alliance of China, Russia, and Iran to break the Western world. There will be continuous, dangerous alliance of China, Russia, and Iran to break the Western world. What's the saying? You say Brazil for no ne Russia and China. This year, call money papa, and a bad dangerous this time around. Knowing very well, say China for him said to say America for ne how about the world economy now. So America for him more take lead to be also, and a Russia for me America for them. The China for me diplomatic or no own so name to not will be true. No war. Russia didn't say America for pay us something. You know, enemies. China the money America for a lot of business deals. Don't to me out boldly till they go under Russia. And Iran for so the money America for on. So they go under Iran as well. Now these two no was pussy. Now China show massive. So this year there's going to be a dangerous alliance Sa komi en some way. On battery can come back there, but it is going to be already something is going on, but it's going to be dangerous in 2024. Number 2, Russia will be secretly supplying Iran with new missile technology to assist Hamas and Lebanon in the Middle East to prolong the war, to take away the war's attention from Ukraine. One was there, Russia for time na or money Ukraine for Tokwano. Every day now what teams that news going now here. Say CIA no. Israel for Tokwano by they wouldn't see Ukraine as any review, but it's still happening. They are fighting every day. It is good for Russia. They say I'm on for Israel and Gaza. So what is happening in Russia and in Ukraine? No, people don't pay attention. So Russia, Obeha say Amma, Iran for no or much Hamas for us no. Missile technology. And no bit team Israel for no. Ya totowa na Israel for any bit or more battle no. Then people forget about what's happening in Ukraine. So the Russia no obetimi aye the oil no. So they will supply some intelligence in regards to missile technology. I'm Iran for some we are no Lebanon be now for Israel for South to her. Now Hamas for their for her. Then attention will be there. Then everybody forget about what is happening between Ukraine and then Russia. Jamaican, you see it's going to happen as usual. Don't forget, I am giving you tomorrow's news today. Number 3, there will be significant cyber attacks from Japan by hijacking a gaming software and some banking systems in the West, especially in the US. China will be behind it. So what they're going to do, once they see a gaming software, baby, they will ask you. China will use a gaming software with Japan. That's over here. I say, you bogo game now, boom. In your boom, pantam now, hijack so many banks. So they will get a lot of information there. They will get a lot of data there. China will be behind it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Abeba news in as usual. Abeba number 4. We have more time. By October, November 2024, the conflict between China and Taiwan may escalate. Don't forget, my last year prediction, 2023, I spoke of it, which did not manifest fully. There was some fighting underground, but I see this year, October, November, a bear escalate. You know one thing? They will wait when the Americans are having their election. Our attention in our election, that's the time China will try to attack Taiwan. The American overtake news. Overtake. It's going to happen. Number 6, a dozen to me, intentem. The stars are foreseeing India in the future will break away from Russia deals and get more closer with the West. Israel for money, Russia for deliver, and Titama, Ukraine for ne Russia talk on the Western nana, OBBI condemn, Israel demand condemn because oil in the free over. Later, my bet show the entire Israel, India for on back show free Russia, West, more no. I will tell you because I have other prediction under there. The reason behind this arrangement. You know, very soon when say India has here, they will be buying all their things from the Western world as compared to the money previously. 2023, 2022, and now more of Russia. Even Royal for Krana, essentially or more. No more say Omuntimu and dealing dollar no. Now India for a top, Russia for oil, no India sikum and Russia sikum. But all this dealing in India be trading in them because something is happening between Pakistan and India, and China is behind them. So India will see, say, or Musika or Russia and Russia for the support to China, China the support to Pakistan, a Kotia is India for. So they have to curtail that deal. I will tell you the reason behind or more idea say on person or more person say a star now or can some. Number 7. A new form of spirituality that transcends religion. Okay? A universal kind of a religion will surface in 2024. What I'm saying is, 2024, I said, the way I sat and between Krofu, a man for between a Mombia, no, anything positive happening, no. People will try to approach mysticism, like self-awareness, that kind of feeling, no. A whole number of people will come out. Say, like awakening kind of spirit be be a person who anticipated spiritually, will be a person who develop on home. No, religion be also be a new religion be now about. But as any part now be more aware of their life, more aware of their existence, and they want to emancipate. So something a transcending religion in 2024 will manifest. So once a young guy be that's why awaken, will be a philosophy, will be a inspiration. That kind of thing is going to happen in 2024. Number 8, where you see after 2026. After 2026, many good situations will emerge, including climate change. On says, see, I know it will be an airport. Last year, now I'm for see a very good year. Airport. I told you. This year, 2024, I'm for a big year. See any year. Next year, 2025, 2026, a whole and a normal basis. Next year, number 9. A year after that, number 1. So number 1, number 9, you'll be some good things happening. If you climate change, you'll be some changes happening in 2025 and then 2026. Number 9. There will be a huge earthquake in America, in far west coast, extending to Mexico City. And I give you name. There will be huge earthquake in far west, America. Now, extend here to Mexico City. Baby news, obe TV. Now, like I say, we give you tomorrow's news today. Number 10. I see serious flooding in London and Europe. Germany, particularly, will be flooded. I said, I see serious flooding in London and Europe. But Europe, where Germany, particularly, will be flooded this year. Obeka said, hey, Jnana kai. Number 11. I also see flooding in the Middle East. On the whole zone down. Middle East zone down, but this year there will be flooding there. And later on, I'll come and tell you what is going to cause the flooding. A great river be woho. Something will happen to the river. I'll come and give you date. Relax, don't rush. Let me know why I check. So don't rush. Number 12. TNE. The reason here ubenya flooding will be in zone down to the T. I saw the River Nile somehow breaking its boundary to cause serious flooding. Once go Egypt, River Nile, even Ethiopia for almost more year dambi. My Egypt for both for the ending. According to the stars, that River Nile, I don't know what that dam now. Ethiopia 4 years knows that it is going to break its banks. And because of terrible flooding in the Middle East. Around that area, Egypt, and then it's that area, River Nile. Don't forget the name of the river, River Nile. You call number 13. The stars, once again, is predicting of wildfires in Australia, especially in Canberra. Omo capital, one of the states, like cities in Ibi, if Canberra. Stars and say fires can see Australia but this year because Canberra. That I don't know whether the name I'm pronouncing properly, but that's what the stars saying. Number 14, an earthquake in Italy. An earthquake in Italy is seen in 2024 with a high magnitude. Those of you in Italy, the American is here. Men can say at the Boninsio, but we make a mini power over them. Star no cancer mode, dimicate ticket in over. So we are American, you just have to be careful. Star on your car, wow, the officer will be by your why you're not be minimizing the impact. Star no count by. Okay. Then we are going to number 15. Because anytime I say I'm seeing, it means after my draft chart, I meditate on it. But because the cancellation says, it means after me check cancellation, I didn't do anything about it. Until you be out for bones, if say I'm seeing. Because I'm seeing, it means after my charting interview, I personally had a feel of what I'm talking about. So number 15, They say, I am seeing great social change. Imagine, for instance, laws against transgender. Something like they won't allow them to participate in the 2024 Olympics. On the Western world, you know, almost the human rights almost for Niagara. Do better than a point check right now. Who is Kako? Why didn't you point? Man, almost found. Open so what I walk right now. But it's surprising to say in 2024 they will start changing. Say if you're among for choir now or more transgender, they might not even allow them to perform the Olympics in 2024. Jamaican, don't forget to. I am giving you tomorrow's news today. Okay, number 16. This is my fear. A lot of Islamic or religious extremism happening all around the world, particularly in Europe, the US, and Canada. Islamic extremism or religious extremism. Sumti terrorism this year. A better to same kuma kwai. Where kuma kwai? Tro. She go out here man out the team. So this year, Thierry may say a lot of Islamic or religious extremism happening all around the world. See, Islam is a beautiful religion of peace. But there are some kind of characters be follow ni and almost say something. So this year, on be targeted no man on be say we are dealing with number 8. They wouldn't name they making. Share messy way I saw this. At least after this point, I saw about 4 or 5 different kind of sporting events. Or my blasty baby 4 or 5 sporting events. Or my blasty baby atum. I will say, don't forget we are dealing with number 8. Number 8 is certain. Religious extremism, tribal conflicts. So number 16, we can be a lot of Islamic or religious extremism happening all around the world, particularly in Europe, USA, and then Canada. Number 17, there's going to be a whole new meaning of what citizenship in Europe and the US means. You know why? I am seeing human rights laws being changed or overturned in the US. You know, there's going to be a serious flooding of immigrants into Europe, into Canada, into Australia, into the US. Now, a bit too much to the point said the citizens themselves will push the government and say, no, we can't accept these people anymore. Because so the government will be forced. So on baby bit say first citizen, second citizen, third citizen. There will be a one na papa na mama ya hofo on the way first citizen. Nti bibia ni they know how to deal with you. But obi a wo no ufiri ba bia ba no. Ya ma citizen wo ya nsem hu na pani agya firu nsem. Ya make over here. Me say don't forget I am giving you tomorrow's news today. Okay? Ade we me kasa no say me nam fo bibem so muntu kwai. Ti me hu ade we nem yam hyehye me. Because see, mama ka bibem chiro. Ebeba ho. Now, me do US, no. Specifically, I was doing something about the US. And I saw, say, before the election, no, a man for because they know very well, said that Trump will win here. Oh, my. So people, it will overwhelm the security. It is going to overwhelm the border security for instance. No more kono criminals Kobe, drug addicts Kobe, like that. The bedu baby no kronuma for no ebeha almost no yam penny. So, as we go, who said there will be serious of uprising within all countries, especially the Western world. And you know, our government, you know, our take policy said no. One free Ghana, free Nigeria buy, and our bay Juma and Yama citizenship. No, we are born to be a penny a revoke citizenship definitely. Best 2024. So, Yanko number 18. There will be still problems with the world economy. Remember why you know what that say economy system e be port say dey The world economy is going to continue this trajectory. Because people are not responsible, people are not disciplined, people are not mature. We do things anyhow, and Satan will make sure say, "Oh, wow, share. He is your father figure. He will make sure say you will act right." Jimmy. Number 18, there will be still problems with the world economy. This I can see clearly. Number 19, there will be a weak dollar in 2024. Yeah. There will be a weak dollar. And all the Western world, especially with the dollar, weak dollar. More chance to communicate. They make there will be weak dollar in 2024. Number 20, I am seeing a very volatile stock market, which will cause many to lose their life savings. Mom, where stock marketing? When you're careful, this year, people will lose their life savings because a very volatile stock market. This I'm seeing. It's going to happen. Number 21, a big oil shortage that will hike oil prices. Troubles of energy will emerge seriously in 2024. Like I said, this year, petrol a big ho. But then say 2022 will be called a jump every day jump no. This year will be a big jump because there will be oil shortages. I can't be ready. Me, be ready because we all drive our cars. Number 22. People should be very careful of crypto investment in 2024. This year. You should be very careful of crypto investment in 2024. Because after March this year, I see a readjustment of cryptocurrency laws in many countries. A lot of them will collapse in 2024. So many countries buy your laws on the crypto. There are so many people using it fraudulently. So there will be laws, particularly to ban many of them from operation. They were saving no country no abana a block mo pa we sika ni na akodim. Nya na ya abana block ye system. So people will lose their life savings. So be very, very careful. To say, you should be very, very careful of crypto investment in 2024. After March 2024, this year, I see a readjustment of cryptocurrency laws in many countries. A lot of these crypto platforms in will collapse. Anyway, how? 23, there will be blackouts in California and Texas and other places too. We know now me want to find why? Because Brochero kwa almost lights in the off. But I saw say more plants ne baby structures are and more let's be a modem and I be more lights and on being issues for her. So going down, I'll tell you specifically why you being blackouts in California and Texas because there will be some terrible earthquakes there. About affected no more and more power. To say be almost more winter bank see be na ate na say you better be about 2-3 weeks no more year. Now ma more energy want baby something of a sort. Okay. And then going forward, I wanted to find out say Trump what is happening because Trump is going through so much. But still now stars and I can say Trump is going to win 2024. I sat down and I was like, this is serious. Why is the cancellation still predicting say Trump is going to win? Because he's going through a whole lot of illegal problems. But I sat down, I thought, look into it 2, 3, 4 times, and the star still saying that Trump is going to win. To be honest with you, say, man, I'm making a I'm being sincere with you because I follow the news. And then state we see I'm standing. A lot of things. But the star is saying, no, Trump is going to win. Then the Trump star na can make when you star na can make. But say Trump will still win 2024 elections in the US. Something me, I don't believe it like that. But because I trust the stars, I have to tell you. 27, there will be some legal attempts made to stop the election in the US 2024. Time I have been home, I be doing a month will be the court, say by ya, on be change the date and on be drag, they make you here. Number 28. See, I am seeing some crisis around Joe Biden. As we get closer to the elections in the US, I see something like he being whipped away from a stage. I don't know if it's going to be due to ill health. But I just say, I would draw charts now. I noticed say, Obenya terrible issues. But when you push forward, I want to sit down and see. So it's like a crowd. He's there on the stage and then they pull him out like quickly. To say, you person assassinate you, be an any panel or be something like that. So he was whipped. And it's very close to the time, some few weeks to the election. And it's like he might not be able to contest. Don't forget, 2023, I told you that he's not going to contest. So the star is saying, even those also but at the end of the day, no, he will not be there. So he was whipped from a stick, something of a sort like that, I don't know whether it's ill health or maybe some assassination attempt to be an baby. But at the end of the day, some few weeks to the election. So somehow, maybe Obi are all standing in as an advisor and be your bar and a standing, something of a sort. See, at some of these things, and you see with some clouds around it, you don't see some clearly. But how they will vim, based on information, I will not be can. Some of them are so clear. Some of them you see with some kind of breaches here and there, some clouds. Especially after we draw the charts, none of them clear. You want to, clairvoyant on it to see. At times, some of them are very clear for you to be bold. You still want to talk about it. Number 29, the elections in the US will be very closely contested. And very easy for whoever is going to win. Very, very difficult for all of them. Very closely contested. 30, I see a lot of black vote for Trump. Trump can before he had done but start and say 2024 black for better by man more because say obe to be or your bar now somebody of a color and that will be able to pull crowd. To hear me say a lot of black vote for Trump, a black woman or a woman of color, helping Trump to get more black vote. That is say the vice number your bar or you'll be to baby and answer will be a woman of color and until be pull more black vote for Trump in 2024. 31. In the US, I see people voting with papers or cards, which could mean the digital voting system might encounter some problems. Home system is so high. The more trouble press with the mailing. But I see say, nipa baby will kill more, or be a could be no more to, and yes, I am normal digital view. So the point is, what is going to happen? Then, behind that, I'm coming there. So, some problems, some sort of AI manipulation. So China, Russia, they will use some AI manipulation to manipulate the system. No more to about. If you want here, at the end to munya na build, they say manual that kind of thing in 2024. Until my friend said in the US, I see people voting with papers or cards, which could mean that digital voting system might encounter some problems, some sort of AI manipulation, not from the US actually, to disrupt the voting system. So it's like. And yet, US for one kasa, and outside, Russia, China behind it. They will use AI to manipulate the digital, electoral structures, So people they will be forced to use maybe manual or something. Number 2, because Trump, I go through a lot of legal battles, I want to find out. Even though Stan can say me and I say me can make us be a mingini Trump winning. But so now I'm so confused. So I wanted to find. Will Trump go to jail? Because there are a lot of problems that are going on more. Will you be a hard I wonder? So me better the two. I'm say I'm not seeing Trump in jail, despite the many legal problems he's going through. But I wanted to find out say Trump they coming in and another day no be jail be by the side saying he said no, he will not be jailed. 33. There will be a serious health situation with Trump, but it won't stop him from contesting the election. Which means the health very, very bad along the way, but still now he will continue to be part of the contest. Number 34. I'm seeing this with Joe Biden. Something like being pulled from a stage. I don't know if this is symbolic, but very close to the elections. Maybe weeks to the election or something like assassination attempt on him. Can before. So I perused it because I wanted to find out exactly what. So he will be whipped from the stage, something like an assassination attempt or maybe ill health, something like that. And so close to the time of the election. 35 is about Joe Biden's son. 2023. Let me name question Joe Biden will buy Hunter Biden's. The Star said he will be under serious and terrible investigation, and exactly like him. So here, the Star is saying Hunter Biden may go to jail. The son of the current president of USA, he might go to jail, but I think it's not going to be in 2024. It will be after 2024, 2025, 2026. He's going to go to jail. That is certain, but not in 2024. Number 36. There will be news of a huge bribe given to the Biden family. Going forward, some of the information we now trust now him to say my number we I'm going to make become Obi or what China. I bet try some data leakage be over China. Until normal China paying for Jnana will come out. So from there, some deals be Biden in the family, China for a year bribing. That data will come out to the public domain. And that's how you should remember. Okay, so that's to say there will be a news of huge bribe given to the Biden family. Imagine. Then Nancy Pelosi, I think they were former the House Speaker. I don't see her winning like they're saying the seat by or contested. So I said Nancy Pelosi, I don't see her getting really elected in 2024. Say Obi losing the election. See, some of these things are the cardinal. They are pinpointed, and it's very easy way to say these things. But the stars don't believe in them, and when the star says it, you draft it, you see all the cancellation, all the transit, and the conjunction. When we why a little bit meditation on it, then you have the brevity to come out to say. So Nancy Pelosi is not going to be re-elected in 2024. 38. I'm seeing series of power shortages and blackouts in the US. 2024. I said before. Me repeat it for you to remember. Say, power shortages. Ghana hana gadum so how kebini ho. But me the light musa. But 2024 they're going to face some of these things there. 39. I am seeing some destruction to some power infrastructure by a hurricane. Something that will be very hard to fix. Something like a dam in the US. So the entire power blackout, hurricane can see baby say a infrastructure be as and more light. Say be a wind turbine be a dam, something like that. The effects and maybe take some time. I didn't tell blackouts about US. Then number 40. There will be an earthquake, Makanda, in the west coast. That might be affecting a power infrastructure and one in the north too. It will affect Mexico as well. Like two simultaneous earthquakes in close succession in the US, west coast, and then in the north, that will affect Canada and Mexico. So it's going to be a terrible one. Around that area, California, there, Mexico, there, around there, it may affect some, power infrastructure, that kind of thing. So it's going to be a terrible thing. I can make a date for this, but unfortunately I couldn't get date, so I'm giving you 2024. Okay, you got 41. I'm seeing big backlash against immigrants and Islam in 2024. It's going to be serious. I do 2024. These two things: a serious backlash against immigrants and Islam, because there will be serious terrorist attacks in different parts of the world. So country be better than so. Until a man from almost serious. They're making, I wouldn't be happy saying it, but the stars are saying it. So a big backlash against immigrants and Islam 2024. A lot of public uprising and attacks against immigrants. Shops looting that might bring the military in. That is it. Immigrants who could be required to maintaining all that. Now be no so mu dwe a shop no mu lutu no ma. So ebema abufu about to the point where na police intimi so ano. So they might even bring the army in 2024. The American you see is going to happen in the news. Fortunately now, Obi Enya News, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera, all the time we are watching them. So BBN are very, very easy for us to have access to. Number 42, there will be a lot of terrorist attacks in the world, particularly in the US. I'm saying this. Number 8, Saturn is religious extremism and tribal conflict. So a lot of terrorist attacks in different places, especially in the US. They make it here because this is tomorrow's news. Today, they making it's going to happen. Number 8 is there. Saturn is operating. Number 8, religious zealotism. Me a Cremonia and one me a Christian and one I'm ready to kill for my religion. Me a SDD, me a Christian, I'm ready to kill. That is what is going to happen in this year, 2024. Number 8. People are ready to kill for their religion. Or for your Christian, or bet me kum for Christianity. Or your Hindu ni, or your Kremoni, like that kind of thing. It's going to happen. So, number 43. I'm seeing a plane hijacking in the US. It's like a passenger plane, a hostage situation, imagine. A plane hijack. Passengers' room, hostages, that kind of thing in the US. Basically. 44. I am seeing something like an attack in a sporting event in Las Vegas and a similar attack in Europe as well. So, a sport, so we say best 4 or 5 places that people say sporting event attack as you Las Vegas come home and then Oko Europe so a BBC. You say I'm seeing something like an attack in a sporting event in Las Vegas and a similar attack in Europe as well. Number 45, floods of immigrants into the US before the election. And that might cause the Democrats losing the election. Democrats, they will lose this election because they before say, a man for bet tries to rush from Mexico especially. So room to a man for more US number for more times. A ban require more homework when it comes to immigration laws. So it might cost them. That will be one of the causes that Obama lose the election in 2020 for the Democrats. Okay. So number 46 here, the stars are seeing gangs of homeless people looting shops, group shooting in Texas and New York. So New York and Texas, we say immigrants no more corner criminals will be the more. Almost don't have bomb crofo. Has here to anyhow. Loot shops. It's going to happen, especially in Texas and New York. Number 47, in 2024, no something like some existing sickness. They said TB. Yeah, they be ordered that. Now it come back to force, like about be serious, about be saying it is a pandemic, but some kind of endemic kind of thing. So yeah, be ordered that. Ne kwanya kona. About be sorry bill. Na about be ding. We are thinking about particularly our Australia partner, a bit 48, I see something like a rocket shot to bring down a passenger airplane in 2024. Passenger plane. Near shoot to a big home. What to play mupa, the way of course business area rockets are brass or wire. But I'm seeing that. So let me to kind of say, anyway, see, we will protect ourselves. At the end of the day, I will give you remedies, what you need to do. Said and simply being in one case, you'll be safeguarded. Until no said make an part 1 and part 2. So at the tail end of the part 2, I will give you remedies, what you need to do. Mobile last year, 2023, my mom some kind of information about what you need to do. Hope I say will minimize the impact of K2 in your life. This year I will do the same.